That was Paul Pelosi to Nancy. The Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio was incredibly true to life. I know, I worked on the street for 15 years. So when I started seeing the stories about Nancy Pelosi and her husband Paul playing fast and loose with their stock picks, who better to talk to than the OG Wolf of Wall Street, the man who inspired Leonardo's character, former broker, Jordan Belfort. Welcome, my friend. So, Jordan, I don't know. Paul Pelosi, he's got to wait. He's going to hear if the $52 billion is going to head to the chip makers. He's sleeping with the lady, drops up to $5 million in NVIDIA stock, doing pretty good so far, my friend. What are your thoughts on all this?
Well, I think it's not just about NVIDIA stock. If you go back in history to his trading patterns, he's better than Warren Buffett. This guy, he's much smarter than Warren Buffett. He has this incredible ability to pick exactly when to get into the market, when to get out, and a high proportion of these deals that he's done so well in are in deals that were getting benefits from laws being passed by Congress, where his wife was the Speaker of the House. So it's one of those things that's really difficult to prove, but it's so obvious what's going on. And the one defense I'd give them both is it's not only them. They're just so brazen about it that it just seems like she's I'm above the law, so why even try to hide it? That's what it looks like to me.
So Jordan, tell the folks here, and I know, I got a knock on my door once in my apartment on a Sunday morning. 2 feds showed up. I'm literally in a T-shirt and shorts, knocked on my door the doorman didn't even ring them up. They show up on my door knocking and started talking to me about a trade I made in the trading pit the last week, claiming that I may have heard something on a telephone coming into a pit with 400, 500 people. It's insane. But what if you and I did something, traded on some inside information? Where would we be?
Right. Well, clearly we'd be in, defending ourselves in federal court, and that's the criminal court. The issue is this, right? Everyone knows what's going on. It's not plausible that he would not be talking or not have information from his wife. It's not a plausible thing. It's very, very difficult to prove beyond the reasonable doubt, because he could say he read about it in the paper and this and that, right? But we all know what's going on. And, and insider trading laws are very clear. If you are in possession of information that is material and not publicly disseminated, like what is definitely going to happen with an upcoming ruling, what's the vote? He has clearly information that is not public information. It's just very hard to prove. So if it was you or I, buddy, we would be, be facing.
We'd be Rikers. We'd be in Rikers, right? That's what we would be. By the way, I got a couple of buddies that ended up going there because they did it the wrong way. I did it the right way. Jordan, you remember, it's got to be, well, Bill Clinton was president. Hillary Clinton all of a sudden starts dabbling in plywood futures. Plywood futures, one of the most illiquid, risky, volatile markets on the planet. And she's playing around. Cattle. Well, cattle. But remember this one too? She bought plywood. Listen, she buys plywood. Why is Hillary Clinton buying plywood? Oh, wait. Within a month, this spotted owl is declared endangered in the Pacific Northwest. You got to stop cutting down trees in the Pacific Northwest. Plywood goes through the roof. Come on. Hillary did her homework on spotted owls.
I remember the reason I didn't remember that is because the whole Whitewater was such a big deal. Most people don't remember this, but this whole thing that happened before Clinton was president, where Hillary made a fortune in cattle futures, and it was to offset some bogus real estate deal. And the thing was, it was the trade was impossible. The amount of money she made, it was really theoretically you have to be the smartest person on earth with the best timing. She had no experience in the marketplace, and she just gets in and gets out at the perfect time on both sides of the market. So this has been going on for a long time. What's that, right? And by the way, I got to say, I really think that they really need to pass a law about this. Politicians should not be trading in the stocks that they're actively legislating on. It's ridiculous. So that's my opinion.
They're trying, the Stock Act, they're trying to get that through, but of course they're not getting it through. That's the one they can't get through. Jordan Belfort, love having you on. My years on the street.
Pleasure.
Let's do this again real soon. We'll bring it back. Good talking to you, Jordan.
You got it. Take care, buddy.
Hey guys, it's Rob Carson. I want to tell you about the Patriot Gold Group. But first, let me tell you that the S&P has already lost $8.2 trillion in 2022. Did you know that? Peak inflation is not even hit despite the Fed rate hikes on groceries, on gas. You know it as well as I do. Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs are warning of another 20% drop. Inflation is winning in a knockout right now. The Fed is going to raise rates again at the end of July. Meanwhile, Goldman, Wells Fargo, and Bloomberg are all forecasting gold to surpass all-time highs. If you want to invest in gold, call 888-936-2373 now. Call the Patriot Gold Group today and ask about their no fee for life IRA. Sounds like a good deal, don't it? Here's the number, 888-936-2373, 888-936-2373 for the Patriot Gold Group.